and welcome to DesignWhys. I'm Nick.
I'm Jack.
And here we are in Warwick, in some bar somewhere, just prepping for tomorrow's show. So, D3DLive. D3DLive, if you don't know, is, for me, and I think you'll agree, Jack, it's the product design, it's the design show. It's where everybody goes just to talk all things design, sustainability, right through to CAD systems and everything and anything in between.
Yeah,
so,
definitely.
From the DesignWhys team, we thought we'd put together a very short little video just to tell you what we're excited about, what we're hoping to get out of the show, maybe what we're not hoping to get out of the show, and just have a general DesignWhys style question everything approach to the product design show.
Exactly. So what have we got? Develop3D essentially is it is the pinnacle, the yearly show that brings everything 3D together, such as CAD systems, additive manufacturing, which is a really big one this year. Essentially anything to do with the 3D world, product design. So we've got some really good talkers, really good speakers coming in.
I think there's about 30 speakers this year. Or
30, yeah, 30. So it's a good number. And essentially they cover all sorts of backgrounds, everything from product design to CAD systems to just thinking outside the box. Basically, is a really good one as well. So who are you most excited about seeing, Nick?
Well, that's quite a good question. I'm just generally excited to be there in the first place. I've been for the last 3 years on the trot. I think Develop3D is a fantastic show. It's good because they've got everybody who've been in the industry for 30, 40 years plus to people that are just starting out, particularly this year in their startup little category they've got.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's all people that have been there, they've done it, or they're even doing it. I think that's the important thing actually, is they're doing it right now. So in a quick fire list, who I'm looking forward to seeing, I'm looking forward to listening to Dominic Wilcox, just because he is the man of the moment.
Just an out of the box thinker overall, really.
Absolutely. I went to Design Junction last year, looked at his car, absolutely amazing. I think I just genuinely wish that I had a thought process like his.
Yeah,
just
be nice to jump into his brain for a day, wouldn't it? Just to see what it's like.
Just a free thinking, free-form type of person who doesn't have any of the engineering constraints that I have.
Absolutely.
That are ingrained in me, deeply ingrained now.
Yeah.
So I said it was quick fire. Dominic Wilcox, Mark Sanders, just because I've got a lot of respect for the guy.
Absolutely.
He's been there, he's done it, his products have stood the test of time and he's still doing it now.
Exactly.
Mark Shaler at Green Ape.
Okay, yeah, that will be interesting.
He was brilliant last year, wasn't he?
He was really good.
Really good. So I'm expecting Mark to challenge anybody and everybody who's there as to why they're designing and what they're designing, so that would be good. And then I apologise, but I forget the name, but there's a startup there this year that I'm really looking forward to. You might be able to shed some light.
Oh God.
Riot
Not sure I can.
Riot?
It's what is that? Revolution in what is it? Revolution in something thinking. But essentially the seminar is termed creating a riot. So essentially, as Nick says, a startup, all focused on startups. What else have we got there?
I think for me, another one that I was going to put to you is for me this year, I'm genuinely interested in the 3D CAD systems.
Okay.
Where they're going, what they're becoming, because I've read loads recently about cloud computing.
It's the next big
CAD
thing,
it
seems. Certainly Fed has been the next big thing.
So I've got some really big questions about what's the reality for people like Jack and myself who use CAD pretty much all day, every day in some capacity. What is the realistic approach for us from this point onwards? What are the benefits, what are the downfalls, and if I was setting out from new now, what would you buy, what wouldn't you buy, and
Absolutely.
why not? And I think, again, that's why Develop3D is good, because all of the big players are there.
Exactly.
But it's almost in past years, it's in a formal approach.
An informal approach. A very informal approach.
In the sense that you can just go and have a chat and discuss it, and there's loads of like-minded people there that you can just discuss. So, so the CAD for me is a big one.
The biggest one for me, I think, is going to be the 3D printer side of things, because I think that appeals to so many more people now. We see almost on a daily basis 3D printing, even in daily news now. It's all about becoming sort of more accessible, and the technologies that are developing out there to enable us to do that. So I'm really interested in seeing where that's going, basically. And,
I think as well now,
essentially, where can it stop?
Because 3D printing is It's absolutely real, and it's not just. It's not
a fantasy movie technology anymore, is it?
But it's not also not just for the likes of us that use it again on a daily basis or weekly basis.
And that's the key, I think, isn't it? Understanding where it actually sits at the moment, because it's moved on so far.
And it's here. It's now. It's last year at TCT they were talking about it, and I apologise, I forget his name, but the guy that was talking about cutting the bullshit, cutting everything out from 3D printing and what actually is it?
Exactly.
Manufacturing, but. Actually, now I think another year on, it's taken
a different body, isn't it?
Absolutely,
exactly. It's completely different technology now to what it was a year ago.
So far we're saying CAD systems. What are they and what are they going to be?
Yep.
3D printing. It's
a big
real.
one.
It's here.
Exactly.
And as I said before, I'm expecting Green Ape to really question.
Pull out the stops and question everything.
I think last year he called everybody superheroes, didn't he?
He did.
Called a need to be superheroes.
Need to be superheroes. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, no, I think that's good. And the good thing about a lot of these speakers that we're going to be seeing is the fact that they're 99% sort of pure thinkers as well. You know, they're set in their ways. Don't get me wrong, they've got their specific avenues that they've chosen, but at the same time, they've got such a handle and such a grip on all the other areas as well that they haven't got a biased approach to it, which makes it more interesting from our point of view, because it means that that they're covering 3D printing in things that you wouldn't necessarily associate 3D printing with.
Sure.
And it adds another level there. So that's going to be really interesting to see how people are adopting these different sectors, but within their own, because essentially we're talking about all these technologies coming together now, aren't we, into one much larger package that's just termed under this 3D envelope.
So I always go into these things prepped with some questions, and I know what my questions are, but if you had some questions, put them on your spot a little bit here, but if you had some questions tomorrow to ask, what are they going to be?
So my question, as I mentioned a moment ago, is where is 3D printing now? Where does it stop? Where will it stop, if it stops? And what the future for that is. What else have we got? I want to find out a little bit more about essentially how to not be constrained by engineering rules when it comes to thinking, because I think a lot of the time we have these ideas, but then they're almost constrained and they're suppressed by previous.
That is my. I don't even know if there are allowed questions in the keynote, but that is my question to Dominic Wilcox. Is how do you remove almost all rational thought from design and just say, here's my piece of paper, we've all flicked through variations on normal, it's absolutely brilliant, but my head doesn't work like that. How do you get your head to work like that?
Exactly. Even partially would be amazing.
And my next question at the end is for Mark Shaler, is how do we take everything that they preach and teach and turn that into realistic profit-making products?
Okay.
And I don't think it's clean cut as that. I think it's difficult. And I don't think anybody's particularly got it right at the moment.
That's interesting. Yeah. So that's your number one question, is it? Or what about you? I mean, you said one question there. Have you got any others?
Yeah. So one for Dominic Wilcox, one for Mark Shaler, and I'm intrigued how I read something on their overview today about. Have we reached saturation point with products, and are we stopping innovation because we're not? There is nothing more to develop. So I'll be really interested from my seat in the seminar room tomorrow just to find out what the answers to that are from these guys' point of view. Because of course there are no answers. But what do they feel to that question? We are stopping innovation because everything is going to be in a mobile phone. It's going to be an app. True or false? I don't know.
You answer.
But we'll find out tomorrow.
Absolutely, we will. Yeah. So we'll see you there. We'll be posting, no doubt, throughout the day as well, both on DesignWhys and Twitter, no doubt. And we'll see you there with a bit of luck.